Hi, I'm the whore of Babylon, Yvonne DeCulo. Thank you.
What?
Yeah.
And I really need to start thinking of ways to introduce myself. Jig Loom.
And welcome to the Victory Lap, where we discuss the most recent episode of Season 9 of RuPaul's Drag Race. The challenge was comedy, so I wanted to do like a clown.
You succeeded.
This was kind of a huge challenge because we brought back the RuPaul roast, except we are not roasting RuPaul herself, we are roasting Michelle Visage.
Himself.
But that's not even the biggest part of this episode. The biggest part is that we got a mini challenge again.
Yay!
I'm starting to like really miss the mini challenges, and I'm finding myself getting more excited about the mini challenges than the main challenges. Is that weird?
No, I'm really missing the pit crew.
Yeah. I'm really missing all of it. I'm missing kind of the normal flow of things, but I'm glad that we got a mini challenge, and it was the reading challenge.
Because reading is what?
Something not everyone can do that easily. I just have to say that this season has given me my all-time favorite read of all time, hands down. Like, there have been quite a few that I've really liked. Like, Jiggly Caliente is such a fat slut. After sex, she likes to smoke hams. But this one gave me the number one, and I know that Alexis was upset about it, but Pillsbury called. They want their roles back.
Shout out to Farrah for
that was
getting something
the
right.
best read ever. That was so fucking funny.
Golf claps for you, mama.
So Valentina gets to choose the order, and I thought she did a good job at choosing everybody.
Yeah.
You know, honestly, I don't think that there was any way to really save this show. It was either going to be like one great performer and one bad one, good one, bad one, or it was like the first half was going to be great and the second half was not going to be so great. So like, she did the best that she could with it.
With the material she was given.
Shea opened the show, and I thought she, for one, looked gorgeous.
She looked gorgeous. I love that wig. I think the outfit could have been a little grander.
We also don't know what their assignment was, because in Season 5, they had to just go in their swankiest cocktail attire. And I thought that that was kind of a swanky cocktail.
Yeah, I don't feel like they got an assignment for the look. I think it was, you can wear whatever you want.
Whatever you want.
Come as you are. I thought her makeup looked gorgeous. I thought her hair looked good. And she opened the show on such a high note.
And that's hard to do.
And it is hard to do. And she did a great job at it. And, you know, a lot of times they think, oh, the person who goes first, like, do you not want to win? But I think Shea stepped up to that podium, pissed all over it.
She went balls deep on that podium.
And she dared everybody to do better than she did. And that was
It set the bar high.
Shea Coulee for president.
Then Sasha was next, and I thought that she was, personally, I thought she was the funniest of the night. And somebody read us in the comments previously that we're giving too many props to Sasha because we had a perception that she was going to be so good from the beginning. And I completely disagree with that. I think she's shown again and again and again that she's flawless. And her read about it was the lesbian joke with Ross, that he had like a high-pitched voice and he was a lesbian, the exact opposite of Tamar, was like so freaking funny. And then all like the Michelle Visage is so Jersey, blah blah blah. Michelle Visage is so Jersey, this and that. I think what her problem was is that her jokes were too intelligent for the room, and sometimes you have to dumb things down. You have to go to the lowest common denominator. But that's why I thought it was so funny, is because it was so intelligent. She put so much thought into it. I kind of almost feel with Sasha the way I felt about Thorgy last season, where it was like, I thought Thorgy was doing so well, and like Thorgy wasn't really winning anything, and I was very confused by that.
And maybe it's not that we just have a perception that she's so great, so much as she's just very much what we respond to.
Yes, I'm responding very well to her.
I respond very well to Sasha, to her aesthetic, to her style, and to what she brings to drag. Maybe it's not that we're biased, but it's just that she's got the thing we're responding to. Just like some people think Nina's amazing.
Oh. Valentina did kind of a Chola type character, but what I got from her was very like quiet, shy, and like uncomfortable almost with her jokes and with what she was presenting. And it seems very opposite of the Valentina we've seen this whole season, which seems very confident.
I think Valentina was going for like that sweet Latina girl who's like, I've never like said anything mean about anyone before, but if I had to, I would say that your kucha smells like cockroaches. You know, like she was going for something like that, and it wasn't bad. You know, it was exactly what I said she would do. was she would hide behind that kind of like, oh, but I don't
that
do
coy thing.
that coy. I don't say mean things. I'm just a sweet little Latina girl. Also, your pussy is rancid. I don't know.
Trinity was another one who did a character, and for me, I feel like the characters in this particular challenge were more like a glossy filter on an Instagram photo that like you're hiding behind yourself. You know, and you're hiding behind this filter so that people don't see any of your weaknesses. Like, they didn't think that their stand-up would be that funny, so they created a character so it was like, okay, well, if the comedy's not funny, it's the character's fault, not mine.
Sometimes a character can work very, very well for you.
Coco Montrese is a great example of that.
Example, and I think maybe all the queens who did characters this time thought to themselves, well, it worked for Coco Montrese, and she was not a comedy queen, she did not do jokes, and she won that whole damn challenge with a character.
But it was funny.
But it was actually a funny character.
It's like Snatch Game.
Yeah.
You know? It's like, it doesn't matter how great your character is in your head if you don't make it funny.
If you don't sell it, it's not worth it.
Like Kennedy freaking doing Little Richard. Like,
Woo!
that is not something that anyone would think like, oh, that's gonna be funny. But Kennedy made it hilarious.
Shut up. I think Trinity just missed the mark everywhere. I think it was a bad choice of character. It was a bad choice of outfit.
I thought the look was super cute.
Really? I didn't.
I loved I loved the legs down. I loved those shorts and I loved those jean boots. Those boots made me
fine,
wet. Like I was jizzing over those
Daisy
boots.
Dukes and like a flannel. Like it was not
from the waist up. It was whatever. But those boots. Yes, go.
Okay, so you liked her shoes.
I liked her shoes.
So just say it.
I liked
her shoes. It wasn't even a waist down because that was just a pair of Daisy Dukes.
I liked her shoes.
You liked
her shoes. I liked her shoes.
So just admit, like, it was a bad look.
It was a bad look, but I liked her shoes.
She didn't look cute. She looked like your gap-toothed cousin that's been the result of inbreeding.
I don't have a gap-toothed cousin that's the result of inbreeding. I have 3 cousins named Jose.
Some of my family's from the South.
And they all have silver teeth. Peppermint was the winner of this challenge.
And she looked good.
And she looked amazing.
That dress, that wig, that was like, ooh.
It was 100%.
She looked rich.
And people always talk about Peppermint, that she's been doing drag for so long and she's got amazing things. And I feel like this was the first time that I've seen like, wow, that was amazing.
She was saving them.
She Jinx Monsooned us.
She does.
She made us think that that she had horrible fashion the whole time, and then all of a sudden she brought out all this great stuff. And the next week's episode preview looks like her runway is going to be the most fantastic thing I've ever seen. Like it's definitely going to be one of my tops, I think.
Yeah, she did a great job. She looked amazing. Her jokes were really funny. Honestly, it could have been Peppermint or Shea for me for the win for this week. But I think what Peppermint did was possibly a very clever bait and switch with the judges, where she's been getting red for not, you know, going outside of her shell, for like being a little too timid with lines and stuff, and rehearse stuff, and then she hasn't really been bringing the runway. So then this week, all of a sudden, runway for the gods. She was on point. She was ready. She did not stutter. She did not slip once. So I don't know.
I didn't even think about that.
I don't know if that was just the cards were in the right hands, the stars aligned for Miss Peppermint, or if she was doing a gambit. If she was doing a gambit of, I'm gonna make them think like I'm over here, and then I'm gonna show them that I can rise.
That'd be such a risk though, because what if you get sent home before you get a chance to pull out all your good cards? You know what I mean? I didn't even think about the stuttering thing because she's had such a problem with that. This was the first challenge where she had to be quick and she was concise the entire time and she didn't stutter at all.
Clean, concise.
So like, I didn't even think about that. Because I was thinking like, I really thought that Sasha did such a good job and I thought, you know, she was my personal winner. But now looking in context, Peppermint really did pull out of that. So I guess, yes, she deserved that win. The more that I'm thinking about it, the more I'm looking at it objectively, yes, she deserved it.
And there's nothing the judges love more, we've said it before, than progression. And if you go from point A to point B and it's an upward climb, they love that.
Nina was another one who did a character, and hers I thought could have been funny if she had played her cards right, but I didn't really find it particularly funny. It was very safe to me. The thing that I thought was the most bothersome, it's such a trivial thing, is I don't understand why she painted on glasses. Why didn't she just wear regular glasses?
Because all she does is character face paint. I understand that people really enjoy Nina. I acknowledge that what she does with her face paint stuff is really good.
And visually this week, she was very interesting.
And it was interesting to look at, sure. I didn't think she was very funny at all.
No.
I thought she was hard safe.
The thing that really bothered me this week was in Untucked that she accused Shea of talking shit about her. And Shea has literally done nothing this whole competition but tried to uplift Nina and tried to make her see that she's a star and tried to make her feel good and to try to convince her that they're all on her side. And like, Shea wants Nina to succeed so bad, and Nina flat out said that she's kind of hoping that Shea didn't win this challenge. And she was like, kind of hinting like she wants Shea to fail and go home. And it's just like, how are you gonna knock your sister down and say, I don't want her to do well because I should be doing well and I should be doing better than her, and then say, you've been talking shit about me, when she's been not doing that at all. And it's just like the paranoia and like, I'm just gonna go out on a limb, the cuckoo-ness that's going on here, it's a little crazy. And it's just like, it's starting to get to that point where it's just like,
you're not
what?
You're not stable, are
You're
you?
not.
You're not living at your parents' house because you don't have a job. You're living at your parents' house because you're a danger to yourself and to others, aren't you?
I don't know.
She's on my team. I still picked her for my team. I had high hopes for her. And the reason I am so passionate about this is because I'm disappointed by her. Because I had very high hopes for Nina. And especially after that first week. I wanted so much from her. And just week after week, I'm just disappointed by the attitude. I'm disappointed by the fact that it just seems like she puts all her effort into this face paint, which isn't, it's, I don't want to say what drag is and what drag isn't, but it's not drag makeup, it's character face paint, like you would get at a carnival. And then the same basic body look, silhouette, and then just has a piss poor attitude, and I'm just tired of it.
I thought Farrah looked super cute, but like literally none of her jokes landed at all. And like, it was so upsetting because I was hoping that she would be able to pull something out, and she just didn't. And it was really upsetting, and I felt bad for her. Finally, Alexis wrapped up the night, and I just gotta say that Alexis visually looked very cool.
From the neck up.
From her makeup wise. The outfit was, I mean, I respond to ugly fabric like that. Like, right. I love ugly fabric. But the cut was not correct. It didn't look good on her body. And not one single joke landed. And that was the biggest problem. She closed out the night and didn't have one single funny joke. And I thought that the laughing made it seem more fake. And it seemed a little more demeaning than anything. And I thought that really killed her. That like nailed the nail in the coffin.
She's also someone who hid behind a character a little bit. Her jokes were terrible. Her face looked beautiful. That wig was nice. I'm gonna talk about that dress for a minute. And I need to... What the fuck was that dress?
That was the ugliest thing I have ever seen. It was a green color that did not match the green she painted herself. It had some disgusting disco pattern on it, which I could maybe get behind if it had been like a Lady Bunny caftan or something. But for some reason, somebody took this green disco pattern 70s fabric and turned it into a Little House on the Prairie dress. It had a gross square cut thing here. It had those big, poofy, dowdy grandma sleeves, and it was ankle length. Ankle length! And then, as if all that wasn't bad enough, it was just flat. There was no bling, there was no trim, there was nothing on it. And then we get all the way down to the bottom. And what does she wear under that fucking dress? Little black prairie shoes!
I would have sent her home for that dress alone. Because that was the straw that broke the bottom's back. Dress after dress after dress of garbage, and then that fucking 1960s Little House on the Prairie which shoot number? And I can't, and I was furious about it. I hated it. I said it.
Still furious about it?
I'm still mad about it. It needed to be a nice flowy Lady Bunny mahogany. What was her name?
You said that already.
But what was the other one?
Ross.
No, mahogany. Not mahogany, but honey mahogany.
Honey mahogany.
Needed to be a honey mahogany caftan, and I would have been fine with it. But it was literally like some gross blousey thing.
Why did you say it like Milan? Mahogany.
Mahogany.
The men love me. The women love me. They all love me. She should be burned at the stake.
She should be burned.
She should not be allowed to defy gravity any longer.
She did not defy gravity. She defied the laws of good taste.
For our lip sync song, we finally got a Dolly Parton number. I was so excited. Like, Dolly's name showed up on the bottom left, and I'm like, what the fuck? Dolly Parton? Like, oh, when are we gonna get her as a judge on Drag Race, by the way? I will die.
I
I will collapse on the floor and die.
don't think her boobs will fit behind the...
I don't know if she would ever do it, but I would die. Farrah's gone now, and I'm kind of sad because I liked her, you know. But I understand, and I don't disagree. I just like her.
Yeah.
You know. And
This
I
is a
didn't wanna
personal
see
bias.
Bias? I don't even know if it's a bias, because like I'm okay with her leaving. I'm just sad because I like her as a person. Did I kick the camera?
Kick the camera.
I have one last thought. I kind of felt bad for Tamar because like she got really knocked on the most, and it wasn't even in a funny way. She got just knocked on like,
What does it mean?
you're nobody, you're a loser, you're a second-rate version of your sister. And it was like, can you guys not think of anything funnier? And like even a lot of the reads for Michelle were not that funny. Like they should have been like, did you know that Michelle Visage has a star tattoo right in between her titties? Did you also know that she has right underneath that, aim here? Like that would have been funny. That's a funny joke. I don't even know what you could have said for Tamar. I don't agree that she's like the most popular guest of all time on the show like they tried to say. Like LaToya,
The
anyone?
only thing I could think of for Tamar that would be like gentle would be something along the lines of Tamar Braxton should be sending a muffin basket to Roxy Andrews for bringing her back to the spotlight in the LGBTQ community. Michelle Visage made a name for herself in the Harlem ball scene with her God-given cheekbones, and she's kept that name in lights thanks to her doctor-given breasts.
That's funny. Michelle Visage is not the bitch you want to mess with, because while she got a hair budget as the seasons went on, Santino lost all of his hair budget. Okay, maybe it's not funny. I thought it was funny in my head.
Do you know what you look like?
Who do I look like?
You look like Joan Crawford without her eyebrows on. You look with the band and the hair up.
When she had the cold cream
said
on.
No wire hanger.
Thank you all so much for watching this week's episode of the Victory Lap. We will see you all again next week. Let us know what your thoughts are in the comments below about the elimination and anything else you think is relevant about this episode.
Don't forget to follow us on social media. You can follow her at
Yvonne DeCulo on Instagram.
And you can follow me. Last week I said Jake Shandy. That's my normal one. You can also follow me at my sort of makeup one, which is Jake Gloom. JGLUUM. Follow me there too. I put the makeup stuff I do up on there.
And if you followed us along this far, please go to Drag Makeup Wars on Instagram and like my two most recent photos. The one is like lipstick smeared everywhere, and the other one is my Ornacia look from last week. Make sure to like both of those. Each like is a vote, and I want to win the competition. This is finals.
Each like you give, an angel gets its wings.
Oh, and that just makes me think of those sad commercials with
In the
dogs. No, you can't. I'm gonna cry. Thank you all so much for watching. We will see you all again next week. Bye!
Bye!